It's been a while. I hope you guys have been doing well. My name is Joselle Quijano. I'm a rising junior and a psychology major on the pre-nursing track. Currently, I hold the public relations and graphic designer roles on eBoard, and today I'm running to be the vice president of FASA. When I think about the memories I'm making in college, FASA is always the first thought that comes to mind. Not too long ago, I was a shy freshman, scared of this group of Filipino kids I would see as I walked past tables. I vividly remember thinking, wow, everyone is so outgoing and already so close to each other. I probably have no place here. And why does everyone know how to play guitar and sing and dance? Which is probably why I knew you guys were Filipino, but that's besides the point. The point is, I am not the same person I was back then. I thought I wouldn't become anyone in FASA, but I was so wrong because I ended up becoming a leader in this org. Today, I'm proud to say that I stopped being intimidated and started to become inspired. And I immerse myself in this community by sharing my own talents and embracing our culture. You all are now the friends that have become my family, and today, you guys are the reason why I feel brave enough to become a bigger leader in this org. The sheer pride I have for FASA and the passion I hold for our Filipino culture is why I am here today running to be the Vice President of FASA for the 2021 to 2022 school year. Overall, I believe my leadership experience, ideas, diligence, adaptability, creativity, and empathy are qualities I can put forth if I am elected. As a current eBoard member, I believe I have the experience it takes to be an even bigger leader for FASA. This year I designed our eBoard jackets, which, let me just show you. Okay, here's the jacket, which feature our 4 pillars. As Vice President, I plan not only to wear these pillars literally on my sleeve, but metaphorically as I lead FASA in a way that embodies family, integration, education, and service. After being graphic designer this year, and then taking on the public relations position during spring semester, I feel like I have the ability to step up when needed. Not only was I able to adapt in these positions, but I believe I thrived. Knowing that FASA was going to be in an online setting this semester, I took it upon myself to personally coordinate with other orgs and create a prevalently beautiful online presence for FASA through our social platforms. As Vice President, I plan to work throughout the year with my eBoard to expand on the connections we have and maintain the image I helped create for FASA. And speaking of connections, I know that AKA is a fundamental part of FASA's member retention and that I will be taking charge of it. After interning for Dan, I believe I have the knowledge and confidence needed to run this program. The pairings I make will be based on interpersonal connections and observations I make of the bigs and littles. From the intellectual standpoint of a psychology major and the perspective of a very observant person, I feel that I have the ability to sense personalities and make meaningful bonds from them. For the events I create, the strategy I will implement is to go from general to specific connection-based activities. This way, members will be able to get a gauge on their potential bigs and littles from a surface level to a deeper level. In addition to AKA, I plan to expand on the Capamelia program as it is an initiative that has the potential to make it easier for FASA members to feel more welcome and assimilate into FASA. I plan to really emphasize being active within Capamelia groups to my eBoard members, whether it be through participating in challenges or forming study groups, going to FASA events together, or simply just being friends and providing a space to talk. With the vice presidential role, another responsibility I have is to oversee the cultural aspects of FASA. Through this community, I feel that leading as vice president will allow me to express the love I feel for being Filipino by manifesting it into the plans I have for FASA. In this sense, I would like to emphasize and promote our Filipino culture as much as possible. With my experience in traditional dances from high school and college, I plan to continue to have and possibly choreograph our cultural dances, knowing that it is a significant segment of our performances and a major representation of our org. Since Free Hour will be held on Fridays next semester, an idea I had was to take the Culture Fridays that I started on our Instagram and incorporate them into the GBMs that we will be having, but with a more interactive format in which members can engage in fun activities or see live demonstrations of the topics that we present. Along with this, I recently started an Instagram series called Culture Talks, in which members can voice their opinions about aspects of FASA and Filipino culture that are important to them. As Vice President, I'm willing to work with our future graphic designer to continue the series, as I believe it provides a platform for members to feel empowered and more connected to our culture. With this, I plan to create some kind of a Culture Talks event in which members will be able to talk to one another in a safe space while integrating the deeper parts of our culture into the conversation. Along with my ideas, I also recognize that being on eBoard means working as a team that shares the common goal of running our org as successfully as possible. To me, this means providing a strong sense of community for our members, as well as being effective in our decision-making and planning. I believe I will be able to strategize well, especially with our current presidential candidate, Mark Flores. Throughout the last couple of years, I have developed a strong and supportive relationship with him and believe that our dynamic will reflect positively on FASA. Despite not knowing the concrete plans that UMBC has for student orgs this upcoming year, I believe we will be able to adapt, and I envision that we will have a memorable year regardless. I know it's been over a year since we've all seen each other and that we've had to stay apart, but I know in my heart that there's nothing that can keep me from giving you all everything I have to offer. There are a lot of people in FASA I want to make proud, including my current board. Big shout out to you guys for leading us in the middle of a pandemic. There is our current VP John and our former VP Dan, both of whom I feel like I am following the footsteps of and really want to make proud. Also, the people in the past of all the years in FASA who paved the way for this org to be as amazing as it is today. And my friends, the members of FASA who I owe it to give the very best as you all have given to me. And of course, there's me. Something I always try to do every place I go is to leave it a little more beautiful than when I first got there. So, what better way to do that than to leave my mark on FASA, the place I call home, and the friends I call my family. Thank you.